saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Andres Borregales is set to kick off.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Throwing now, Ward. Pass incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Rowe. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Short throw taken in by Conquo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Drop goal 80.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rowe. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
To throw is Ward. That's complete to DK. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here from 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Saints, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Brown now, operating from the gun. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one taken in by Olave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They run over center with Benson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd
ready?
and 8.
Get it! 19!
Back to throw. Brown. Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Titans 3. Andy Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
And the Titans first down. A gain of 5. And the Titans
To throw, here's Ward. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Okonkwo, 59 yards. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Titans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with a keeper. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert!
A give up the middle with Benson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
79 Broncos!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Ward. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, throw. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action now, Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Ward. And this will be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
Up the middle they go. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pass the 60, pass the top 19, top 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Warrior 70.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Ready.
2nd and 4. He's got room to roam. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
To the air again, Ward. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll throw again, Ward. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chimray DK in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Saints 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. Brown. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's Olave bringing in another one. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on, come on. Ready, ready.
A give. Here comes Benson. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Benson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have retaken a third quarter lead. Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next the score, Saints 21, Titans 17. Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. He'll try to pick it up himself. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward. Over the middle, complete. That's Herrera. But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
Gain of 19 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rowe. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on. Viking 18.
Throwing now, Ward. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chimere Dike with career touchdown number 70. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Saints 21.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
16-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. Go.
Looking to throw. Brown. Olave over the middle. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
He's brought down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They run the counter. Rowe. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
After 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go, Riggs, go.
To throw is Ward. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A little juke. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Target, nice, let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, come 19, come 19, go.
Now Brown, throwing to start the drive. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Brown. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Benson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's free to midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gillespie. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19-18. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chimere Dike. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Titans 31, Saints 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this out to about the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's 2nd down and 3. Another run here with Benson. And they'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A big play looming on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Going for it. Here's Benson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Up the middle they go. Throw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
On the double.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Set. 60. Let go. Let go.
Try to take this home. They'll run. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready. Hawk. Go.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ligon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st down.
Back. 7. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Ready?
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10.
Get it. 19-18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He's back to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Saints 35, Titans 34. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borogalis back out to send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Ready?
Throwing is Ward. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Let go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously